All right, I changed the numbers on these because these are the same for all the problems in WebAssign. So I just made the 6 into a 7 and the 2 into a 3, so it's not the same exact problem. What they want you to use here is Pythagorean's theorem that says that the leg squared plus the leg squared is the hypotenuse squared. The hypotenuse is the longest side of a right triangle. So I have, if I substitute those in, x squared plus 3 squared is 7 squared. Or x squared is 49 minus 9, which is 40. Then you take that x equals square root of 40. I think you can just put square root of 40 in here. I'm not sure. But just in case, you want to break up that 40 into its prime factors. Breaking it up is easy to do unless you're in love. So here you see every pair that I have here, I can take out 1. I have a pair of 2's. For every pair, I can take out 1, 2. And there's no other pairs left, so that I'm left with what's inside, and I get 2 square root of 10. And I believe that's what they want in this blank. You can try square root of 40 or whatever you get for your problem, but I think that's what you have to do. This one is a combination of Pythagorean's theorem and the angles, and I changed the numbers here. I made the degree of the angle 30 and the side 5. So here, if I look at the angle that I'm given, the opposite side is called opposite, and the adjacent side is called adjacent. The sine of that angle is opposite over hypotenuse. The cosine of the angle is adjacent over hypotenuse. The tangent is opposite over adjacent. So those are things that we learn in high school. We might have forgot them though, because you don't use it, you lose it. So if I put sine of 30 degrees is opposite over hypotenuse, I know the hypotenuse is 5. Sine of 30 is a half. How do I know that? Well, if you put degrees into your calculator, you'll find sine of 30 is a half, or you could remember the unit circle, or you could get on a calculator and punch it out. It doesn't matter how you do it. Then if I cross multiply the 5 over to the left side, I really get opposite is 5 halves. So that tells me that that side is 5 halves. How do I get the adjacent? They want all the sides. I have the hypotenuse. I have one of the legs. One of the legs is missing. I'm just going to call that x. It looks like the problem we just did for the first one. And so I get x squared plus 5 halves squared is 5 squared. And so I solve it the same way I did before, except this time they ask it to be rounded to 1 decimal place, so I don't have to worry about radicals. And I get 4.3 once I punch that into a calculator.